Now, we have had an intense show, and it's only right if we end it in a mindful way. And this time, we're going to be trying to talk about the exercises you could do for mindfulness. And I feel like the most underrated one is breath work, like just breathing in and out. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out. And you know, it sounds very cliche when somebody is saying, but it is so important for you to just breathe. Because sometimes, you know, like how you're tense and you're stressed and it kind of manifests in your back and you have tense shoulders and a tense neck and whatever. The same way you're all tensed up is the same way you're like breathing like half breaths. You're just walking around on half oxygen supply when all of it is available for you. And I feel like an important one I learned recently is when you wake up in the morning, breathe in 10 times. Breathing like just deep breaths, very actively and very consciously just breathing in. If you can be able to go outside and just like breathe in for like 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, like 20 times, like breathe in and out, breathe in and out. You can like be reciting your mantras and affirmations as you're doing that. It actually helps you out. Like you feel awake, like really awake and really like present when you do that. Because sometimes we forget. Like you're just walking around on half breaths, like uko shocked kila saa. I know I'm taking away from the seriousness of this, but practice mindful breathing.
Yeah, another thing, and I know it sounds so silly, but it's very close in line with that. I had an acquaintance back in high school who used to schedule a day to cry.
Oh.
She would have a cry day every week. She would have a day where she would just find her little corner.
That's actually very
and
valid.
Just cry. It's very cathartic. I know it sounds silly, but it's the same thing as kupiga nduru moja safi.
Yeah.
Same, but different. You're crying, you find yourself, you cry, something was heavy, you didn't even know it was there. It's very cathartic. So I don't know whether it works for you. I haven't done it myself in a long time, but I think maybe it's something I need to start doing. Because like sometimes you're pertaining to be so strong, you're purporting to be this, pillar of strength for everyone else, but do you find vulnerability for yourself? Like, do you find a space where you can just be vulnerable for just yourself, where you can just let loose and just cry? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do that this week. I'll just get like a minute
Set
and
aside
just
a day.
cry. Just cry. Cry.
If you can go to a forest nearby,
the
better.
Like we need to do a karura one of these fine
Unapiga
days.
tu nduru
Do
yako
moja
safi. I even asked Kathomi the other day, like tunaweza tu enda pahali to scream.
Yeah.
Because that day adulting was adulting. Like I was just making decisions and they were just coming back to haunt me. Just like, hey, ni nini tunafanya?
Ni nini ladies?
Let's go scream about it.
Yeah.
Another one we've actually started doing very recently, I think in the past week in our house, is mindful eating. And this actually started with my partner because he's on a journey. I don't want to say midlife crisis. That would be me. But before get a certain age, they start doing things differently. And I've actually been getting on that bandwagon because it's very healthy. Because sometimes we eat just for the sake of eating. You eat because your mouth is bored. You eat because there's a snack nearby. You eat because why not? You have it. There's a time we didn't. So now we've been practicing mindful eating. Like even when you're serving yourself food, you're like, is this detrimental or is this actually a good thing I'm doing? Ukijiekea kamulima hapo najiuliza, surely Faith, why a mountain? You're going to get bloated, you might have acid reflux. And if you're eating to the point where you have acid reflux, is that not a problem? Like those small adjustments when it comes to the things you're consuming actually go a long way. To be honest, I've actually been feeling more energized because I've not been eating like a thief. I've been, very nice portions, very demure about it. When I'm about to take a snack, I see somebody look at me. I'm like, you know what? I probably don't need it, so I just put it back. And it's actually been very helpful. I actually realized eating less, you can actually even do things.
Your brain is not constantly wired to where is the food, when's the next food.
You're more comfortable to do things. In fact, even your sex life improves because you know how when you eat like a soldier, you just want to sleep. But now when you're eating mindfully, you're not like eating and then you black out. You're eating for nourishment. Alafu tumiogo hivi, you know, your body now says, you know, the other things this body can do. You know, like
Just a reminder.
other than sleep.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm just saying, you know, there's proof. In fact, if you see a feather, you know, around where, that's my waist. So let it pass gently. That's just how little I've been eating mindfully. So practice it.
Another one I think which is important is finding finding therapy or finding therapeutic or finding calmness and finding zen in basic mundane tasks. For example, you're washing the dishes. I personally hate washing dishes, but like sometimes when you're washing dishes, you're like, come on, this stuff, because this soap is so foamy. I like it. Okay, this sponge, is that greasy or is that just? I need to change this one.
Being in the
You
moment.
know, you are reflecting. You are thinking about other things. You are enjoying the sound of water, like as it's trickling down. You know the psh, and then the, and then the. Everything. It's ASMR. You just ASMR everything in your mind. Make everything ASMR. You know, you're showering. Just listen to the water. You know, as it's covering your ears, and it's get blue blue. You're like, oh, okay, what's that? You know, everything as you can hear that friction. You're like, oh, that feels nice. You're using a loofah. You're like, oh, this one is actually softer than the one that I used last week. Maybe I need to start buying. Finding zen and the therapy and that therapeutic sense of calm in just mundane tasks that you do every single day. You know, you're eating, the way the spoon is sounding on the plate, you know, the way different textures, different materials, different kinds of food, the way they feel in your mouth. It's enjoying that. I know it sounds silly, but like, have you ever known that there's a difference when you crunch into a kambembe and when you crunch into a bean? It's very different. Like when you really focus on it, when you crunch into corn or mahindi, there's like there's a burst to it, you know? And then you're excited to find what do you call it? The monocotyledon seed. You're excited to find that because it also has like a very interesting crunch to it, you know? And then the seeds have an interest. And then you crunch into the bean and you're like, oh, that's just mush. But oh, wow, I like the way the coat of the... As you can tell,
she's mindful.
I can be very intense with literally anything. Put me in a direction, I will tell you the intensity of that thing. My point is, you can find it very therapeutic if you focus on the feelings, if you focus on the action, if you focus on that particular moment, as opposed to just you're eating to get done, you're washing dishes to finish washing dishes, you're showering to finish showering, so you can do the next thing. You know, enjoying those little moments. Feeling the wind as you're showering, or kabaridi kamekupiga tu, you're like, wow, there's a window open here. Actually, when's the last time? And then the wind feels on your wet.
When was the last time you felt
drenched,
the rain?
Yes, the smell of the rain. You know, like I saw the kids in the balcony from the. Me, I'm hiding. I'm trying to run into the house because I'm like, oh my god, it's raining. They're playing football in the rain. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I should have chilled out for a bit. You know, you're in traffic, all you're thinking about is let me get home. No, have you seen how the lights reflect on each other? The redness? It's quite nice. My point is, enjoy every mundane thing and find peace and zen within it.
You know what? I'm gonna try that because I remember the last time I tried to do an ASMR video for Instagram. My whole comment section was like, "Kwani umejam?" I was really not enjoying, and the people could see it. Nilioshizo vyombo na hasira, nikaoga na hasira. Like the video was not relaxing at all. So I think I'm gonna try. That was our show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit weird, to be honest.
It's a good time.
There were so many stories over there. Kabi and Millie or Jesus, we love y'all, but y'all do too much sometimes. Okay, calm down.
I know they say everything is content, but
Ooh.
not everything is content. You know?
Simmer down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The allure, the alluding to it is nice.
The mystery.
Yeah.
You know, like we love a bit of mystery.
A little bit.
The people I watch because I want to know what's going on.
Yes.
I'm actually curious. But with you, I'm not even curious because
They-
I know
you
you're
know
going to tell me.
You're going to fill the gaps.
Like if there's a rumor out there,
You're going to clarify.
I just have to wait,
Yeah,
you know?
It's a matter of time.
So, yeah, be mindful on your mystery. My name is Tury. I'll see you tomorrow.
My name is Kathomi. Welcome to this week. See you tomorrow.